That's really interesting. I put a screenshot on Facebook of old boy in the UK, and I mean, he's saying it. What the fuck is happening to me? This is horror, and I agree. I agree. That's what it is. It's it's magic backfire. They've been using demons for money. It's called demonic magic for a reason. It is. I mean, you're going to see a whole lot more weird stuff. And I did a little meditating on it, and when I heard one of the readers say that this jinn that they conjured said, yeah, they went a step bigger since the last one didn't work because that got banished or returned or whatever. So then they chose a different one. Okay. So if you've got, and she said it's the one that destroys worlds. Okay. So if you've got like 900, we would be talking about a dragon, or, I mean, it's what it is. Major karmic lessons. Yeah, it's what it is. It just popped in. It would be major karmic lessons. And I mean, the universe balancing out. I mean, when you put forth that much toxic energy, what goes around comes around. It comes back to you. Now, when I hear you, and I mean, I can sit here, when you say you're getting the name Dorothy around a djinn, and you have multiple readers that pick up the same symptoms, if you will, that I pick up, which is a mumbling to themselves, staring at you while you're watching a movie. They just kind of look at you. Who knows what's going on in their head? They just kind of look at you. That's what it is. I've seen it. I've watched it happen. The INFJ is known as the seer of souls. We sit back and watch souls do shit. People watchers. So we pick up everything and form pattern recognition by being able to predict. An introverted intuitive lives in the future because of pattern recognition. Right? After 40 years of being able to, if this person does this, that person's going to do that, then they're going to do that, then they're going to do that. And then when it happens, they go, well, how did you know? Because I knew this person would do this, and then that person would do that, and then that person would do that. That's what it is. Right? We build a very, very finely tuned skill at watching this happen. And after it happens so many times, I mean, if you go to Personality Hacker Podcast, Antonia Dodge will tell you, even if an INFJ is right 99.9% of the time, people aren't going, 3:16 on the clock, people aren't going to understand our connection. They're not going to understand how fine-tuned this skill becomes because we lead with introverted intuition. Right? They broke it down. They call it harmony and perspectives. That's what it is. I mean, if everybody wants to, 3:33 on the clock, I missed it. If everybody wants to know, see, it's just what it is. Now, my connection with the higher self came from QHHT, right? So my connection of what I do with a positive, happy, uplifting beat, it's the opposite in them. There's no difference. There's no difference. Me, I'm talking to my higher self. Them, they're talking to God knows what. It's the difference between INFJ self-talk, channeling Reiki with a connection to the higher self through quantum healing hypnosis technique, and somebody possessed. It's that simple. It's that simple, right? Have I been there? Yes, I've walked. Pisces can see in the dark. Yes, I had to figure out what the fuck was going on. I got no problem telling you. That's what it is. When you hear these readers talking about they target us since we were children, do you think that was the target program? I was in the target program in the 3rd grade. Has this weird shit always been going on? Yes. Do you have readers going, it's happening again? Yeah, they're trying to do it again. Yes, I agree. That's why you have readers saying, don't you remember this happening before? Yeah, it's happened before. They're doing it again. Right? What's this? What's the difference this time? We're protected. We weren't protected last time. So we took the brunt of whatever they did. Okay, great. So now what's happening? It's bouncing off of us and going back to them. Now you have readers talking about they'll be going through an 8-year cycle. Okay, well, if they didn't do the work for the spiritual protection, and we were already awakening when they attacked us, wanted us to go back to sleep, wanted us to not be aware of what's going on. Okay, great. Well, we did the research. We started adding 1 + 1 + 2. The only math that ain't mathing is their finances. And the crimes against humanity from profiting off the death of their people because they want to sleep with your children. And I can't do anything about it. I'm not responsible. I can't change that. The only thing I can change is my attitude and my actions. I absolutely agree. That's what it is. 900 earthquakes in China? Okay, well, I mean, were they flooding my business with romance scams? I mean, what comes around goes around. I can't do anything about that. Did Texas put a bunch of hills in front of us? The hills have eyes. Did the Texas hills have eyes? Put a bunch of challenges. Freemasons, did they put a bunch of challenges in front of us because we had to keep going over these hills, ebbs and flows over the hills? Because what? Well, I mean, we already have the billionaire situation with what's his name? Oh, Clarence Thomas. I mean, Clarence Thomas just had some kind of issues with a billionaire in his pocket. Cool. We know those people. Those people live right down the road. That's what it is. Is that shit tied to my family? Yeah. It's what it is. It couldn't be in your cards and me know what's going on if it wasn't. They're afraid of what Pisces is going to say. Well, I mean, that dark, sinister shit, you have no idea how deep and how dark it goes. Why do I not have physical evidence? Because they know better than to tell me. They're not stupid. So we have to rely on the universe. Now, when you're telling me that they have summoned a jinn that destroys worlds, okay, well, the first thing I'm going to do is revert back to Dolores Cannon and tell the higher self who's always in charge. Yes, the angels, the archangels, and the ascended masters to invoke the law of interference, because that's the key. That's one of the things Dolores Cannon taught us. They use fear because they can't really do the shit. Now that they've stepped over the spiritual lines and broke spiritual laws, universal laws, cool, then you're telling me that's the war between heaven and hell coming to Earth. And it's what it is. You're not going to have Lee in the UK being demonically possessed. Or not. I mean, they're trying to break him down for possession. And that's what he just said. What the fuck is happening to me? The horror. He made a channel out of it, and I've been there. And then you've got the familiar witch talking about Taurus. Don't you remember this happened before? Yeah, what Lee's going through right now is what I was going through here with a mother having accidents. Right? You heal her foot. Hell, doctor's going to take her foot. You give her foot back, and she didn't believe in anything you do. She didn't believe in anything that I do. She believed she could walk to the end of her days on a foot that a dupter was going to take. 9/11 on the clock. That's what it is. And they can't believe my paranormal healing abilities. They can believe she walked till the day she died, smoking 5 packs of cigarettes a day. That's what it is. It's what it is. And you got reader after reader talking about you're not from here. You know, that motherfucker ain't real. Chameleon, spiritual shapeshifter. Okay, what, Reiki? It's whatever I intend it to be. The energy that you put out is a reflection in the universe. Okay, cool. So whatever I intend it to be, it's universal life force energy, which I would assume carries the positive life force of the universe. Reiki, universal life force energy. Okay. It's in my birth chart. So if it's in my birth chart, which is written in the fucking stars, then that puts me at a little bit of an advantage with this energy. But you got to practice. You got to learn. I mean, I can't do anything about that other than put the puzzle pieces together as you ladies give me. However, when I hear you say that if this entity gets inside of someone in power, that they would destroy the world. Well, I mean, if that was going to happen, it would have already happened right now. But it's very cunning. It's very strategic. And I would say so are these UFO sightings. You got the White House doing UFO disclosure. Okay, great. That falls right in with Dolores Cannon and the 3 waves of volunteers of Indigo Crystal and Rainbow Children. Falls right in. The universe, the earth sent out a call. Please help me, because humans just do dumb shit. 11 o'clock. Humans just do dumb shit. They do dumb karmic stuff, and now they will be going through a karmic cycle. What does it look like? Well, I would assume captions on your YouTube content, 1111, that say, what the fuck is happening to me? The horror. And it's what it is. I've been there, Lee. His name's Lee. I've been there. I put it on my Facebook. Go check it out. It's just what it is. It's in the description box. It's what it is. I mean, I can't do anything about Lee, but sympathize with him. I have pure empathy for. I've been in your shoes. I had to learn spiritual protection, but I mean, it takes work. It takes practice. It's like a muscle. You have to work it. You have to work it like a muscle. Having all of this magic backfire on these people, they don't believe in magic. It's about to get a whole lot weirder. I bet they do now. And I can't do anything about that. But I mean, if you can magically do all of these bad things, then nothing's impossible. Right? You have to focus on the possibilities. But it's what it is. I mean, and that's the energy. They keep trying to stop a healing business. Who? Rich men that want to bang your children on an island? Okay, I can't do anything about that. Do you support them? Do you pay them your taxes? Do you pay them your taxes? I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about you paying taxes so rich men can go bang children on an island. I can't do anything about that. I want that shit away from my business. I know that. Because when I hear that in a reader's cards being told to thousands of women around my 5-star reviews, you think it's because intuition called them out? Okay. They can't do anything. I can't do anything about them inside your children, just like they can't do anything about my 5-star intuitive business. So that's what it is. Can't do anything about that. Yeah. Why are they bent over a barrel? Because they keep you sick for profit, and I found the door out. I found that if they can do this, then we can do that. If they can do this, then we can do that. What's the problem? They profit off of this. How do you think they afford to buy a kid on an island on 4th of July in tarot cards across the planet around my INFJ shield? Now, it's what it is. I mean, I could get angry, but why would I get angry when they are? Why would I be in fear of a bunch of kitty diddlers when they are? They're afraid of being exposed. Okay, great. We're shining the light on that. Oh. What are the 3 ways that even more powerful jinn that they summoned enters the body? I don't know. Ask the kitty diddlers in rage and fear that are now possessed and a danger to themselves and others. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about a bunch of kitty diddlers and corporate fuck-offs that are now in rage and fear, wide open to the jinn that they summoned. What comes around goes around. What they put out goes back on them. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. However, when you've got multiple readers talking about they went into the depths of the Egyptian spell books, okay, well, that breaks the law of interference. Now you got the White House disclosing UFOs. I've got Noah sending me. That's kind of funny too. When Noah sends you Archangel footage. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Arc energy that you're just unaware of, that's able to pop in and out of your reality due to vibration, frequency, and energy. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. That's what it is. Is it going to get weirder though? You go check out my Facebook. The dude is laying on the ground. He's like, my last channel, I was in the bathtub screaming, what the fuck is going on? They can't believe I cleansed my energy. I can't believe he's laying on the floor like that on my Facebook. It's just what it is. They can't believe I cleaned my energy and healed. I can't believe he's laying on the floor like that on my Facebook. I can't do anything about that dude saying, what the fuck is going on? This is horror. I can't do anything about that. I can take a screenshot, put it on my Facebook. And tell you, yes, it's an entity attack. It's a spiritual attack. He's being spiritually attacked. Okay. Right. Nobody wanted to help there. I mean, if they could resurrect the Earth Angel, maybe I could help him. He wouldn't be fucking laying on the floor like that on my Facebook. But it's what it is. I mean, they don't even know how to resurrect the Earth Angel. They would rather let old Lee in the UK be tormented by demons that run like fuck for me. So it's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about that. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. It's what it is. I mean, if no one else is concerned about a guy laying on the floor on my Facebook, it's what it is. And I'm not concerned about it either. It's just what I'm going to go watch it. Hey, yeah, we want to watch Lee be demonically tormented. It's what it is. It's what it is. I understand exactly where he's coming from. Sure do. Sure do. And however, I mean, you can't help everyone, because if what comes around goes around, and it was groups, gaggles, hives, herds playing with that witchcraft and magic and shit, and now it's going back on all of them. Well, now you have a perfect visual on my Facebook of what we've got to look forward to, at least with them. I don't know if they'll be smart enough to document it. I don't know if they'll invest in an SLS camera and catch footage like he has. I don't know if they'll invest in the little voice thing or whatever. That's what it is, man. I would tell he's certainly got some good evidence. However, he's sitting in it. If you sit in sewage, that's what it is. If I go out here and I dig a hole and everyone in the neighborhood comes out and pours shit in that hole, and then we set you down in that hole soaking in shit, when you get out of that hole, you're going to smell like shit. It's a proven fact. It's a proven fact. There's nothing I can do about that. Right? But if you're going to sit within the haunted house so that you can have YouTube footage and let them feed off of your God force energy. And they even told him, he's got footage of it. They said, you're getting weak. They're trying to break him down because they have to get him in a heightened state of rage or fear for that jinn to possess him. That's what it is. Demon, jinn, whatever you want to call it. I can't do anything about that. In the beginning, there were angels, demons, and jinn. And when you got the Holy Ghost working through you, I mean, I can't sit here and say that the Holy Ghost, okay, cool. A jinn is ghosts, right? Are there positive jinn? Absolutely. I got 5-star reviews. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything. Those are your reviews, right? If you're working with the Holy Ghost, if you're working with universal life force energy, you got to be pretty universal about it. You can't count one energy out for the other. The difference between a cop and a robber is nothing. They both use the same tools, and they go on opposite ends of the wheel of fortune. The wheel of karma. I am a cop. I use pew-pews and vehicles. I am a robber. I use pew-pews and getaway cars. Okay, cool. So you got two people that are in equal balance. I had a cop in California tell me, he said, the only difference between me and you is I haven't been caught yet. I thought, oh, well, that's really fucking good for you to be saying in your position. That's really good. We really need to hear that. No wonder our world's all fucked up with Lee in the UK laying on the floor on my Facebook. I mean, I don't know where they tried to ditch the Earth Angel body, But I went ahead and threw a body on my Facebook. And he says, what the fuck is happening? Oh, the horror. I understand, Lee. It's what it is. And now I've hid you on my Facebook. It's just what it is. Your body is hidden on my Facebook, Lee. It's just what it is. And it does. It gives everybody a perfect visual of what fucking around with an earth angel is going to do to them. Because I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about what they put out going back to them. I mean, these materials, if you don't keep your space clear, it's what it is. You attract shit that does strange things. It's what it is. And I mean, I understand no one's coming to save the Earth Angel, Lee. No one's coming to save you on my Facebook either. It's just what it is. People just don't care about one another anymore, Lee. They just don't care about one another anymore. And that's fine. It's because, I mean, when they're confined and isolated, being demonically tormented for YouTube content, in their respective dwellings, it's what it is. Maybe I'll have more pictures of bodies to throw on my Facebook. It's just what it is, Lee. It's just what it is. You're being demonically tormented, and I'm playing with angels. It's what it is, Lee. I can't do anything about that. So you should have picked the realm of star seeds and angels and shit. And he even says it. He's like, I don't believe in any of that shit. He believes he's being demonically tormented, but he doesn't believe in any of the psychic protection or anything that goes along with not being demonically tormented. So it's what it is. I can't do anything about that, Lee. It looks like if you were to believe in these things and you were to study the things that help you, you wouldn't be laying on the fucking floor on my Facebook, Lee. It's just what it is. I don't even know you, Lee. I know I don't like I don't like seeing you laying on the floor like that in horror. It's just what it is. However, you are a perfectly good poster child for what's coming to this magic backfire on everyone around me. Because that's what these ladies are saying, that they have cursed themselves and all involved by going up against a paranormal INFJ, that Pisces ancestors have now stepped in and are now haunting them and things. Okay, great. I've already got a family member that told me mist was screaming at him when he drove through it. And I know he's not crazy. I mean, to me, that would be his clairaudient abilities activating, but you would have to believe that you're clairaudient. You would have to focus on classes to develop your clairaudient ability. You would have to do the research and learn what your abilities are and how to utilize them. I did all that shit. I went through the revolving door, and it was like every time I found a class, holy shit, I've got that ability. It's just what it is. But they also say that the paranormal INFJ is every spectrum of the clairs. So it's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about being my authentic self. 1 to 2% of the population, only 0.04 occurring in males. Increasing as more people take the test. It's what it is. It's just what it is. I'm not special, just a little rare. Just a little rare. They don't call us unicorns for nothing. But, I mean, it is kind of a concern as an angelic Reiki master on the other side of the planet, Lee. Because, I mean, here I am on the other side of the planet playing with angels, and you're in the UK laying on the floor being demonically tormented. On my Facebook, I just went ahead and threw you on my Facebook to give all these witches a good idea of, they'll be laying on the floor. Oh God, look at the horror. What the fuck is happening to me? Well, I mean, Lee, you're doing a great service to the society. You're showing them exactly what's heading their way. And it's fine. I can't do anything about that, Lee. I can't do anything about only being able to see the bottoms of your feet, Lee. I can't do anything about that. That's what it is. They said no one's coming to save the Earth Angel. I'd come and save you, Lee, but they'd have to figure out how to resurrect the Earth Angel, Lee, and it's just what it is. No one's coming to save the Earth Angel, so chances are nobody's going to come and save you laying on the floor on my Facebook, Lee. It's just what it is. And you can't help everyone. You can't help everyone. It's instant karma cycles and the worst possible way, Lee. However, I'm glad you gave me footage. You did. You gave me the bottom of your footage. It's just what it is, Lee. I can't do anything about that. They didn't want to do anything to help the Earth Angel, and chances are, I mean, demonically being possessed is just what it is, Lee. Confirmation. There's going to be a lot more 104. Run the numbers. 104. So they think I'm the devil, Lee, when I clear that energy out. That's what it is. I mean, do a space clearing, learn feng shui, right? Call in your angels. I mean, you would have to believe in them. You have to give them consent. You have to give them consent before you can do anything. Or you're a fucking hoax, or you're just a fucking hoax, Lee. Either way. I don't know. It's kind of embarrassing to see the bottoms of your feet on my Facebook, though, Lee. And I do. I believe you. I absolutely believe what's going on there because I've been through it. That's what it is. That's why I had to learn. I had to learn all the things that you don't believe in, Lee. I had to learn all the things that you don't believe in as you're now laying on your back on the floor on my Facebook. I hid Lee's body on my Facebook. It's just what it is. I don't know where they hid the Earth Angel body, but I hid Lee's body in the UK on my Facebook. It's just what it is. It's not even really hidden. It's just kind of out there for everyone to see. And it's going, I mean, when you hear these readers talk about Pisces ancestors don't play, it's what it is. I've been waiting for the evidence, Lee. And I mean, you would be the evidence on the floor on my Facebook, Lee. There's nothing I can do about that. All right. Does that screenshot on my Facebook look like healing, or does that look like voodoo backfire? Does that look like demonically being tormented? Because that's what I believe it is, but nobody believes me, Lee. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Lee laying on the ground is any funnier than Lake Isabella earthquake for Mother's Day. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that, Lee. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about Lake Isabella earthquake on Mother's Day. Just like I can't do anything about you laying on the floor on my Facebook. I can't do anything about that, Lee. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about everyone's magic and voodoo backfiring. It's karmic consequences, Lee. It's just what it is. Now, the fact that you want to stay in the home that is haunted, it's just like me digging a hole and letting all the neighborhood fill it with shit, Lee. The longer you sit in the shit, the longer you're going to smell like shit, Lee. It's just what it is. Right? Spiritual cleansing and cleansing the house. I mean, it's what it is. It's what it is. But I mean, for all of these readers to talk about these people are now being tormented by the entities that they sent out. And now we have visual confirmation on my Facebook of nothing but the bottoms of feet. Right? I've got a picture of a young lady who what? I got a 5-star client whose daughter exhibited every system of being tormented by the jinn, mumbling to her. I'm sure she was. She wrote it out. I've got all the writings and shit of shit that she was being picked on. Right? That's her spiritual protection, protecting her. What got involved? Well, when you try to set things on fire, you start breaking laws. You're possessed. Just like the lady down the road that cooked the dog in Texas and blamed it on the 11-year-old devil. You think she's being demonically tormented like Lee is on my Facebook? It's just what it is. Huge backfire. Huge backfire on a global level. They told you it was global natural disasters, and now we're starting to see the evidence. So it's what it is. I can't do anything about that. No one asked me. It's ask and receive, Lee. It's ask and receive. I mean, the first thing would be removing the energies, the warlocks and the witches that are pulling that shit off. Yeah, see, I get the gold flashes of being surrounded by, the ancestors. It's what it is, right? The readers that ascended, yeah, we're getting all of that. We're getting all that positive, good shit. What's the problem? We have to exist next to the bottom of your feet on my Facebook, Lee. It's just what it is. Who knows? Who knows? You would have to. I can't do anything about what other people do. I just can't. However, if you had groups, gaggles, hives, and herds, I mean, that are now being demonically tormented by these entities that they sent out, Lee is a perfect example of where they're headed. Fucking on the floor on my Facebook, where all you can see is the bottoms of their feet, with a caption, "What the fuck is happening to me? Oh, the horror." I agree, Lee. I've been there. I was arrested, just like INFJ Irene Bedford, Lee. I was arrested over that shit. I had to learn. I did. I had to learn how to protect myself from whatever these weird fucks are doing. It's what it is. I can't do anything about that, Lee. It's just what it is. Nobody asked me to. It's just what it is. 3,000 on the clock. Anyway, y'all have a beautiful night, and by all means, yeah, go check out my Facebook. Go look where Lee hit his own body on my Facebook. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. All right? Expect it to get weirder. What did we learn? What did we learn in all of this? Touch not my anointed. Do my prophets no harm. God will bring the storms, and Pisces ancestors don't fucking play. My past life regression wasn't in your fucking dimension. I can't do anything about that. That's past life energy. So trying to use my past life energy on me, I've already learned that lesson. This is their lifetime, I would assume. That's what it is. Namaste.